Here's the punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Ready.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Mike 91, I'm trying to collect. Big River.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
That's it, baby.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he should have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. That goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Let's go now.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw here. They find some open field here. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move. We got 4. Let's go. We got 4.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And right away, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
We got it.
Take a tap. Ready.
The mic. Check. 48's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the
Following
screen.
the fumble recovery, Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. To throw again.
Hey, defense, let's go.
It's caught, Lockett. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Gun.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Yeah, that play is blown up. Losing yardage back at the 35.
It's coming again.
The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Watch run. Lightning.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That was a third and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you gotta start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. David Onyemata with a big Big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Nice job bringing that one back.
Come on,
14
baby, let's go. Get
on the
excited.
return.
Let's go.
And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Indianapolis Colts offense coming back out. Charles, this is a team that all of a sudden scratching their heads a little bit. A last-second loss to the Steelers. And then in Week 10, a home loss to previously 1-7 Miami. A tough couple of weeks.
Yeah, but they'd won 5 of 6 before that. I think that's what makes it even more puzzling that they would lose to a 1-7 Miami team. And at home, that's a game you absolutely have to have. Now they're in a 3-way tie for what would be the 6th and final seed in the AFC. And the next 3 weeks, they stay within their division. Jacksonville at home, at Houston, and then home again for Tennessee. They hope to have Jacoby Brissett back at quarterback, and he'll lead their kicker, Adam Vinatieri.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Cam Newton, a 40-yard touchdown scamper. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go!
Got it.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. Already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here. An inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all of these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They're going to look to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up to the 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
20.
He's checking.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Another try after the 1st down sack. Newton.
That's rock now.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Cooper's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process.
Show it up.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. From
They can't
17
see us.
yards out. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here.
Let's
this
go,
will be
baby.
a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, go to that portion of the sheet that says big time.
In heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Big baby, I got you.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look in the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Newton.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Cam fakes the give and keeps it to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cooper was the target there, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
Let's put up or shut up. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Cam Newton on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gano the extra point. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
What the fuck?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Come on, set.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Good work,
and we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
On the double.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Zadarius Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
60 yards.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And this is taking him one-handed. What a catch. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Set, ready.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
All day.
They're going to try to jet sweep on 3rd and long. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
Well, not a big game with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
Now it's Lockett. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. That'll be complete to Cook. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Back to throw, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Watch the edge.
Now Newton. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. But now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Newton. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter break.
Check Mike, check Mike.
A final shot before the break. Newton. A desperation heave for the end zone. And my goodness, this is incomplete.
Come on now, come on. Let's
So
go.
we've reached halftime here. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This is taken at his 4.
Keep playing hard.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now a play fake, and it's Newton.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end. Third down here.
Watch the slack.
Third and long. It's Newton. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Let's go,
Newton
baby.
able
Let's
to
go.
use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Ready?
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
You better be afraid.
Here's Newton. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Gonna try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a first down pickup of 8.
41's the mic. Bandit. Bandit.
On design run for their wideout. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Nice touchdown, Petty.
Scampering
Keep
home
working.
from 19 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on.
You know, Goff, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard touchdown run. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They don't want it, brother. They don't.
Back to throw now on second and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far, brings up third down.
You don't want none of that. Give me that. Pick up the ball.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Baby. Let's get this all day.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down to the hands of the wrong team.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. This complete to Lockett. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
We touched down in your city.
He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys continue to get this one out of reach.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Second and 13. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. If they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, if you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by DeAndre Hall. And his guys will set up shot at midfield at the 50-yard line.
It's your time, baby. We did it.
Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Mike 91. I'm coming.
They'll keep it on the ground. Powell. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 41.
61, matchbox, light, 5.
On 3rd down. It's hot now. A loose football. The ball comes out, and the Colts pick it up. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes it in for a Colts score. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Now Newton. Trying to improvise. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for 2 when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did.
Come on now, let's go.
Down.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long. But I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I were down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Welcome back live to Orlando. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Come get some.
This quarterback now, just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Line 36. I'm coming.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Going to throw right side here, complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Watch twist,
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They run. It's Mark Ingram. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Watch 36.
First and 10 now in Raider territory at the 24. That is caught at the 7. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is Cook with a grab. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Partner, they're up big. They snapped the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT. Yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's not tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit,
work,
now you
boys.
have 2
Let's go,
more
let's go.
onto that. They fake the PAT. That
Ready,
stings
break.
a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for,
Let's make
they
these
would be
babies
as
cry
mad
all the way
at
back
the
home, yo.
opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync.
And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Going the other way.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. You give it, and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath did it 3 times. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
They'll try and run. Ingram. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Here's Newton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Sack, baby.
They're turned
Sack,
away
baby.
on 4th and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line.
Come on, set.
So we were looking at each
Gator.
other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophy, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule. If someone does it to them, you'll hear people protest that, but that's just who they are.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. And now here is another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned the block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues. Gano now to add the extra point.
They can't hold me, baby.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you would... I mean,
Get ready, get ready,
that's
get ready.
not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say,
Set,
well, my
ready,
kicker's hurt in
60
this
or.
moment. No, okay.
Tight
A
ends on
good
the loose.
starting
Tight
spot
ends
for
on
the
loose.
Raiders as they
Tight
come
ends
up
on the loose.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Alert!
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Champ Bailey. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big... Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for that's an ancient relic. Faking it. I couldn't understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snap it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy.
Go
Just
now.
like my grandmother
10-2
had.
stop.
Yeah,
Her
Any
attic
weapons?
stuff she used to
Grandmother just
preserve.
said
It smells the same
All
too.
day, defense.
Deep river. Deep river.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Single.
Wow.
Single.
You're
Check that.
a nice guy. That was kind of savage.
Here we go.
But correct.
Tight
No pick,
right.
just incomplete that time. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one
Oh,
incomplete as well.
70. Indy.
So back-to-back
Single receiver,
incompletions,
single
and that
receiver.
has
Hey,
them
you're on
staring
an
at a
island,
3rd and 10.
Got 38.
Back to throw
Got 38.
here.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
And that is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Like they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to those movements.
Tyler Lockett, and they are going to score again. Yet
There we go.
another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. And it's incomplete. And now we're down to 10 seconds. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
18
The
game.
Raider offense set to get this drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
There we go. That's a touchdown.
And he's
That's
going
a
to go
touchdown
down.
right
His
here.
time has now run out on this game. Defensively, they've had their way. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw.
Oh, I couldn't know
And this
it.
fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Well, we saw action to the final.
national insurance company. Don't miss the deadline. There are only days remaining in open enrollment. Funny thing about health insurance, you don't think about how much you need it until you need it. He's not going to be okay. With so many changes to health insurance plans, are you still sure you have the right fit? Having the wrong fit can cost you thousands. New plans are available that can save millions. Walk by Love Health Market, your insurance marketplace. They guarantee you will find a lower price anywhere for the plans we offer. Instantly compares thousands of plans, both on the government exchange and
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
Good. 91. Right. 91 is the mic. Mike 91.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Elijah McGuire with it, the third-year man from Louisiana. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Griffin. His throw incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything.
And it's a fumble, and the Colts pick it up. Room here to run. Look at the big man rumble. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Griffin. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Champ Bailey, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
You see me out here? That's right. We can't be stopped.
Timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
He lets it fly for Lockett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Back to McGuire again here on first down. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
You got it. You ready?
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second
91
down.
is the mic. Man, that's trash.
They run on second down with McGuire. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Andrew Sendejo in on the stop.
91 is the mic. Mike 91. It's a party.
On third down, Griffin. This one to McGuire. Screenplay. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
Returnable for London. A good return there. Call it 13
Let's go,
yards.
boys. Bring it up.
And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
What's that? 180.
Mike 52. All day, punk.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's got this down to the 35. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
Watch out, watch out.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. That'll be complete to Cook. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, Newton.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
And his throw is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
On 2nd and 10, Griffin. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Griffin. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
That's how we do it.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And taken at the 46.
Look at move.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Newton, they go screen. This is Ingram. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Newton to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's not going to get the 1st down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or 2 short. A short gain there of just 4. That'll bring up a 4th down.
Dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. Pushes over him.
Now that's just not right.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Let's go!
When you run a screen pass really well, you gotta like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, they're faking people out.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
They can't stop
A
you, son.
5-yard touchdown run. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the fourth down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on fourth down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and they converted a second time for 6 points.
So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, oh, guys, let's shake things up and let's go. Because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Griffin. And able to connect with Barrios. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
Hey, here I come. Here I come.
On 1st down, here's McGuire. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They've now produced 3-yard gains on 3 straight plays. Leads us to 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. It's a nifty return of 29 yards.
How is that a 29-yard return?
20.
I never ran out of the end zone, you dummy.
The Colts come to the line, ready to if they want to mount something here.
Not only disposal as well, so that.
Now look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd. Comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Perfect.
91 is the mark. Check.
As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 2nd and 9, Griffin. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds. Griffin. And the pressure gets to him again. The Colts going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Here's the Raiders punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. 21 yards. Well done on the return.
Baby. Let's go.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. You got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the 2nd half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, 1st half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend it. You've got some good plays drawn up. You might want to think about it right here.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. But it'll be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Rolling, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And he's going to go down again. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You ain't going nowhere. Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on Ringo.
A final shot before the break. Newton. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my.
Come on, fellas.
So we come an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive.
Let's go!
Just past the 30-yard line. Getting set to go again here. Cam Newton marches back onto the field. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you...
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Avery Moss picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Newton under pressure again, and down he goes again. Avery Moss getting it once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sack.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way
Let's go.
inside
Let's do
the
it.
35 before he goes out of bounds.
Defensively, they force him into 3rd and long, have the advantage, yet they give up a big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. The throw over the middle taken in. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Mike, right here, over there, Mike.
And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down.
That's it, baby. We got 1.
Look. Back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade. He ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Mike 91.
Here I come.
After the interception, here's Griffin. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
Fielded just inside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Indianapolis moving the chains there and a gain of 12. Ingram again, a 1st down carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
I know.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now.
We got this.
They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Who there? Who there?
Newton on first down. Buying time to his left. It's caught. Lockett. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far. They've come up in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown.
Touchdown, baby. Let's go.
Mark Ingram. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts, and he takes off with it. It's a fake. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start second half.
Let's go, fellas.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Check. Ready.
A give to McGuire. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Out of the gun, they'll run to McGuire. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Welcome back live to Orlando. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. 3rd and long. It's Griffin. This pass complete to Higgins. And the ball is knocked out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Griffin.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh
Get
of
ready,
relief
get ready,
all the way
get
up
ready.
here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt
Coming
about
for
it.
you, son.
Ball
I'm
goes
coming for
over
you,
the
son.
sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball.
And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Watch the run.
26-yard line.
After the interception, here's Griffin. Open man is Higgins. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
91 is the mic.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On the handoff, it's McGuire. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. To throw on 3rd down. Griffin completes it to McGuire out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 50 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. It's caught, Smith. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Let's go!
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Give me that ball,
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Yeah,
His
who's
pass
guarding
caught
him?
At the 4. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when when you score on special teams,
Here I come again. Here I come again.
I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. He's got the first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. 15 yards on the play, first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go, baby.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Double tight, double tight. Double tight.
We got 4.
And they will take a knee here. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So now off goes Newton, and on comes the kicker, Graham Gano. The left hash should be a fairly easy one here. And it bangs off the right upright.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
And this score will stay right where it is. So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Griffin.
That one fell.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Outside coming, outside
and that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And he will score. Touchdown,
there we go.
Indianapolis. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
The conversion is no good on the fake extra point.
They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1, we want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line.
Let's go.
Oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Let's get off the field.
Back to the air, RG3 after the pick 6. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Oh, boy, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us, and they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. That could also result in a melee later, though.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Rashard Higgins, and it's 3rd and short. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
You can't block me.
Check.
They'll get nothing out of the completion there, and it leads to a 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Coming up on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as they'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. And now they're in the hurry up.
Gun. Scoot up.
Back to throw, Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to, because old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings.
Exactly.
There.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head to head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards.
Good work,
I know
boys.
that's
Let's
tough,
go.
but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football, some type of a play, but you're exactly right. You have to have the discipline to let it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason Verrett, 30. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
That was an interception, but on the field.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Complete. Smith has it. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Again, everyone, I'm Brandon Gordon. Welcome.
takes a heart for somebody to say, I'm willing to give to St. Jude so that they can help save more lives.
Families never receive a bill from St. Jude for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because all a family should worry about is helping their child live.
It's not fair that a 2.5-year-old has to worry about, am I going to make it? Cancer doesn't care how old you are. It attacks when you least expect it. And it's devastatingly scary. The doctor came to me. You don't have to be
St. Jude won't stop until no child dies of cancer. Please call or go online right now and become a St. Jude Partner in Hope for only $19 a month. When you call or go online at joinstjude.org with your credit or debit card right now, we'll send you this St. Jude t-shirt you can wear to show your support for the children of St. Jude.
We were very afraid when we came here. And now we're not.
Please call or go online at joinstjude.org.
This holiday, give the gift of Peloton.
Would you rather sling in or go to a party? For Pepper, the dog. Ready to party! Perfect. Oh no! Rabies outbreak! Better get home right away! Nice sling. My man Leroy. Top-notch acting.
Nothing beats the joy of slinging in. You can see hundreds of years as cable of America's #1 live TV streaming service. Learn more at sling.com.
To solve a crime, you have to gather the evidence. To do that, we use forensic science. Even the smallest of microbes can lead to an arrest. DNA doesn't lie. Witness the science in action on Bloodwork next.
Authorities believe they have finally identified their snipers, but are racing the clock trying to find them before more victims are killed.
So do we or do we not release these names to the media? There can be good and bad in notifying the public. The good is we have that many more people looking for this person. The bad can be that we drive that person away from an area that we may already have an interest in.
You put their names out there. Do they run? Do they get rid of the automobile? Do they get rid of the gun?
There was some debate, and ultimately it was decided not to release the information.
Back in Tacoma, Holmes shows police the tree in his backyard the suspects used for target practice.
What gun was it? Bushmaster, AR-15, powerful weapon.
But in yet another leak, the media gets tipped off to Holmes and descends on his residence.
They were camped out in front of the house. They had the street blocked off, all this craziness.
And the best we get was on the news, and that if our suspects saw that clip, they'd be named.
Things get even worse for the task force.
But word came out through one of the network media outlets that the police were looking for a Chevy Caprice, and they had the tag number. The decision was made by the editor at our radio station to use that information and to repeat that information rather frequently.
October 24th, 1 a.m. Only 6 hours since Muhammad's license plate number was leaked to the public. Whitney Donahue, a refrigeration mechanic, parks at a Maryland rest stop off Interstate 70.
Whitney Donahue had been following this case extremely closely because he drove a white van. And got pulled over a number of times just in the sense of driving a white van, which you can imagine was
frustrating for him.
Earlier, he had heard radio reports disseminating information about the Caprice.
And wrote down the license plate, Indiana 21Z.
Donahue finds himself just a few feet away from the most wanted men in America. He calls 911. But in an all too familiar twist that has plagued the case from the start, he is unable to get through. The mechanic doesn't flee. He calls again and again. Eventually, he reaches authorities.
I can see the Slater's car right inside of it.
His car is missing.
It's just parked there.